Hello again. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Stacia. So since the last episode, I have been doing a bit of mining. You can see I'm actually up to level 31. And we have a lot of crops, for starters. I did do a little bit of sorting. We also have all that stuff, and we've got a bunch of ores available to us. And so I was actually doing a bit of mining. You can see where I vein mined out this section. And then if we come right down here, I vein mined out this. And then I was like, oh yeah, we have shaped crafting. So I set it to just 5x5, and I vein mined out this all in one go. Just kind of digging around, looking for aluminum. We actually have a lot of aluminum at the moment. Should be plenty for our needs today. Also, I figured out a food that we're going to go with, and that's just fruit punch. It's insanely effective in this pack. Like, insanely effective. Just 3 of any fruit and a juicer, which is just bricks, and you have like a super food. So I've been going with that, just juicing primarily just strawberries at the moment, because these, I get a ton of them. You know, with just a single row, I get a ton of these things. And there we go. We have 15 fruit punch. Haven't done a ton. Fruit punch did get me an extra heart though. So that's good. But I did go ahead and just put some fencing around our farms and continued expanding these out a little bit. So we have a nice little farmland going. And I'm on the server right now with Tyler. But I did add a little section back here for pumpkins. Like I said, I don't really know. I mean, honestly, fruit punch is so powerful that we aren't really eating much. I'm staying pretty fed thanks to that. And I got to look, I was looking at my chest, and you know all that like initial junk that you get whenever you start on a new pack? I never look at the stuff. I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever. But we did get a blueprint package for silence gear. So we're going to go ahead and open that, and you can see we got a tool rod, a pickaxe, shield, machete, knife, axe, and shovel. So we could actually go ahead and start silence gems or silent gear at this point. So we are going to do that. I totally didn't even notice that, to be honest, that we got that. So they want us to make a stone pickaxe head and an oak wood long tool rod. The templates, they can only be used one time. These blueprints are infinite. But let's go ahead. Let's get a stone pickaxe head. And then let's also get, is it that? Yeah, oak wood tool rod. Right. Oh, long tool rod. Okay, my bad. Like that. Okay. So that will complete our quest for us. I'm just going to set this stuff in here for right this second. Really, at this point, we could make a bit better with our silence gems. And we are going to get a couple reward crates. And these are the good diamond storage ones. And then I think that knocks out that part of that quest. And then we have a quest to get a crate from Cyclic. Well, I want to go ahead and just put down our storage crates. These are going to store an absolute ton of stuff. And it is a really good change for like our food and our ores specifically. Because I have a lot of that stuff piling up. So let me go ahead and just switch these over really quick. I was wanting to move into storage crates today anyways, because we kind of have a lot of chest clutter that's starting to build up. Even sorting things, we're going to be getting a lot of chest clutter. So I'd like to nip that in the bud as quickly as possible. Now, the next thing I'd like to do, we'll come back up to this stuff in a minute, because I would like to get, well, we might knock that quest out today, we'll see. But I would like to turn our attention over to the stone machine frame, where we're going to need a lot of aluminum, a lot of gold. Now, at this point, of course, we don't have ore doubling, but we do have 41 aluminum, which is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get a bit of that smelting up. I'm going to play it kind of safe. Maybe not use all of it, because what we're going to be getting is going to be ore doubling. So we might try to hold on to as much as we can in the meantime. And the stone machine frame, it is going to require some gold plates. Just 4 of these. So let's get ourselves a little bit of gold here and get those pounded out. Honestly, getting a better way to make plates pretty early would save us a lot of materials, because this is going to get a little bit costly, I'm sure. Now, while that's running, let me pop down for just a minute. Let me bring my workbench with me. Sometimes it does require string to repair it, which is fine. But just a heads up, that's why I've been carrying string on me. Maybe do a little bit of excavating, see if we can get ourselves some diamonds. I think... Oh no, that's going to be a block up. Okay. And let's also go ahead and get some lapis, because we're going to be doing some enchanting today. I do believe, because we are getting a lot of levels built up. Vein Miner just makes it so easy. Now, I really need to... Well, I can just repair this. So we'll just do that. Okay. I'm not really seeing any diamonds. I did mine this a little bit higher than what it needs to be. I'm going to pop down a couple layers. So like right in here maybe. And then we're going to set it to the 5x5 excavating. Oh, nope. Don't want that, actually. Oh, and we do have a honing available. We should probably go ahead and do that. Let's do it for the pick side. And let's go durability again on that. Just to bump up our durability a bit more. And then might work on some efficiency next, I think. Okay, let's get these diamonds. We got 4 there. Yeah. I think we'll be able to upgrade to diamond, really, at this point. With the Shape Vein Miner, it's going to make farming this up really, really easy. And, like, farming up large amounts of diamonds. It would be a good upgrade to have, too. Honing available again. Okay. It's so fast, too, with Vein Mine. Let's go mining efficiency, actually. And at this point, we have so much iron. I'm still mining it on site. Thing is, with Vein Miner, I'm more apt to just mine everything in a lot of cases. Some of this stuff, I'm kind of waiting until we just have a better pick. I don't have to keep switching between, because a lot of this stuff down here, I kind of have to bounce between the 2 different picks. But that's why I wanted a bit more diamonds, just so I feel more comfortable just going ahead and upgrading. Oh, and we just got a geode from Tetra. Our inventory has now filled up also. But that's what we got a backpack for. Oh, we have found yet another ravine. Oh, okay. But I'm going to head back up. Our aluminum should be smelted up right now. Okay, so we have a lot of gold now. A stack and a half, and we'll be starting into ore doubling, like I said. So that's going to be good for us. Okay, so our aluminum is done. Let's go ahead and grab that. And for this, we're going to need 4 plates and a rod, which I was thinking, can't we do rods like that? Yeah, we can. Can we use that rod to make the gear? See, I don't think that it is or dictionaried. So we're going to have to go with this one, which is... Well, it's an iron rod, though, so that's actually not that bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting this stuff put together. There's that. And then we're going to need, is it 4? Yeah, 4 aluminum plates. And then we'll get the aluminum gear. There's that. The sheet metal, let's see. We're going to have to use white dye, it looks like, for this. What's the... but we can use any kind of sheet metal to do that. So we're just going to go with iron sheet metal, I think. We're going to need... Ooh. I'm going to have to get some more iron smelting up. There's 8 plates. And there is our 8 iron sheet metal. And then, I don't know that I've got any bones or anything. Let me go ahead and get, well, let's see, the aluminum scaffolding. That's just aluminum ingots and aluminum rods. There's our aluminum scaffolding. Let's see, Lily of the Valley, mystical petals. Yeah, mortar and pestle is within our reach. Yeah, let's see if we can, I might be able to pop outside and easily find like a Lily of the Valley. Probably not. I'm not going to bank on that anyways, but we might find mystical white petals or something as well. So sun's going to be going down soon. And I guess since I'm out and about, I'm going to go ahead and get some mystical flowers also as I come across them. Oh, we got a village back over there. I did not realize that. And we do have a peach tree over here. I'm going to go ahead and get some peaches. And I'm going to grab these roses also. Oh, and we got cherries. Oh, and there's Lily of the Valley. Awesome. Okay. So I guess we did end up getting our hands on some Lily of the Valley. I am going to have to maybe go to the nether before long, get some bone blocks, something to that effect. Before too terribly long, no. Or get... oh, and there's soggy gardens. We'll make use of those. I don't really feel like building farms right this second. Oh, and those are fluffy plants. I'm not going to get them just yet. I'm going to get these for the free dyes. And let's actually pop back over to this village real quick. Since it is right here, I'd like to take a look at it and just see. Is that pawpaws? I think that's pawpaws. Avocados. Okay. Because I might be able to get my hands on some like carrots, potatoes. What do we got? Oh, there's carrots. And there is potatoes. I don't really need a bunch of these. Realistically, just enough to kind of get me started back at home with these planted is plenty. I didn't see any beets in there, but that's okay. What we got? Bread and armor. I'm going to steal your armor for right now. Even though we probably will this episode be making some proper armor. I'm going to take that for now though. Because I already broke that one helmet that zombie dropped. But it was like just about, hey, there's mystical white flowers. Oh, we got horses here. Oh, and a chest piece. I'll take that. Just because I can. Okay, I think that's good. I think I've robbed them enough for now. Oh, and we got lilac. We're going to take that also. And we have plums. So I want to grab those also. Because we will get into doing some Pam stuff. I've got a video uploading right now. It's pretty much... Oh, pears. At the moment, until the fiber gets installed, which I thought it was going to be installed already, but I have contacted them. They're supposed to be contacting me any day now, really, once they get everything finalized. And then we'll be moving on to fiber. But for right now, I'm still stuck with Zito. So I'll pretty much have to keep my computer uploading 24/7. And, so I am uploading. But I figured we'd go ahead and start this series out, but, hopefully we'll have better internet before too long for it. Yeah, it timed me out right there. But it's little things like that I got to deal with until the fiber gets put in. But then it shouldn't be an issue ever again. Zito has been the worst. Absolute worst. So we actually got quite a bit of like plants and stuff from that trip, which is pretty good. I'm going to take one of these lilies of the valley. I'm going to turn this lily of the valley into some white dye for us. Let me block this back off for right now. I need to put in an actual door. That would be nice. But there is our white sheet metal. Then we can get our stone machine frame. Yay. Okay. And there's that. There is another one from the reward. XNet and basic item pipes and stuff, but we're going to go for the crusher alloy smelter. This is what I want first and foremost. So the crusher and the coal generator. Oh gosh. Yeah. Silent mechanisms. That's just refined iron, which is smelted iron, and redstone. Okay. What I'm going to do, because it looks like it's going to take me a little bit probably to get this set up. I'm going to take like, well, let's just take a full stack of iron. Let's dump that in and get smelting. And the coal generator, the shock emitters are going to be iron rods, copper, terracotta, That's fine. Iron mechanical component, that's more copper. Iron plates, block of coal, more copper. We're going to need to get the engineer's wire cutters. May as well go ahead and do that. So there's those. And all the rest of the stuff's pretty straightforward. I've really just got to smelt up a bunch of metals. Copper, iron, refined iron. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then I've got to smelt up some terracotta, which isn't a big deal because I can just do this for that for right now. So give me a bit. I'll be back once I get this stuff smelted up. And actually at this point, let's go ahead, while some of that stuff's smelting up, let's go ahead and get a diamond pick. And let's go get ourselves some obsidian. Because we got this over here. I'm just going to, let's make sure our excavate is set to none. And we're just going to, we're going to go crazy with it. This pack actually has a lot of really OP stuff up front, like pocket storage. There we go. How much obsidian? 37. Okay, we're good on obsidian. Pocket storage, vein miner, tetra, silent gear, which we're going to make a silent pick here shortly. And honestly, fruit punch has kind of fixed our food issue, I would say, very, very easily. Okay, now before I go ahead and just try to make this out, let me make sure that enchantment table, it is default. Now, is there an easy way for us to get leather, though? Nature's Aura, we could get cows, but we could do a capturing wand. Let me have a look. I mean, I've got a lot of fish, but I have yet to see any cows. There was some horses over at the village. I guess I could slay their horses. Is there any kind of bait? I don't think so. We do have apotheosis, so maybe we could do a cow spawner. Maybe we could go with like mob grinding utilities. We'd still have to go out and find a cow, but that actually might be our best bet though at this point, because I really don't have much in the way of cows. Or we could spawn horses. That would actually work just as well. I'd really love to find cows, but let's just go get some horse DNA for now. So I can get some leather. It's like, goodness. Be in an area with enough ore to cause positive imbalance effects. Okay. We're just going to right click that horse. So we have horse DNA at this point. That's one thing out of the way. I think to get the tank to actually get our liquid XP though, we are probably going to have to get ender pearls. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Might be a second before we can start enchanting. We're going to have a little rabbit hole here. We've got to go to the nether and get blaze powder. Because I think it has to be this XP to make the chicken feed. I don't think that we can use any other kind of liquid XP. And when I need the Endermen, they're not going to be here. It's just whenever I don't need them, they're everywhere. Well, in the meantime, I want to get this, then I can get armor, and then I can actually kind of strike out. But let's see, the iron mechanical components, we need 2 of these. Get our iron plates. And then let's get our 2 iron mechanical components. So there's those. The wire. Let me get out some redstone. Okay, so our wires, there is 2 of those. And then, yeah, this pack's got a lot more recipe tweaking, I think, than I was expecting. Which is fine by me. I like that, for sure. It just didn't look like there was a whole lot. I just glanced briefly at the, oh god, that's 1-to-1. Okay. So, chances are, I'm going to need more copper. Oh, goodness. These little starting machines, they're not bad. But they are, I like them because they are a bit expensive. So it is a bit more to get like ore doubling, at least as far as like initial materials go. So there's that. There is our copper coil block. And then at this point, we just need the shock emitters. And these do require iron plates. So we'll get that. These require the more expensive rods. So there's that. And we'll go ahead and get, there's 4 LV wire connectors. There is our shock emitters. There is our coal generator. So there's that. There's half of what we need to get started ore doubling. And then if we want to get our crusher, or the basic crusher and the crusher, which one do they want us to get? The basic crusher. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to take bismuth, redstone alloy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So basic crusher requires aluminum, bronze blend, copper, and tin. But I'm thinking we're going to have to get this first, though, to make it. Okay. 10 gears. Oh, my God. But overall, this isn't really all that bad, truth be told. I guess I really need to get another furnace. I guess really we could go ahead and upgrade our furnace. Probably go ahead and do that. Because that's going to speed it up. I didn't even think about us having iron furnaces in this pack, to be honest. Okay, so there's another furnace. And then we're going to go ahead and just upgrade this thing straight away. I'll have to smelt more gold. We'll just go with the iron one for right now. That's fine. Still going to be a nice upgrade for us. Get some stone going. This is going to smelt a bit faster with this one. So there's our redstone repeater. We're going to need the 10 gears. Ugh. Okay. Let's make as many 10 plates as we can. And then we need the iron rods. So much iron. And then we'll just upgrade these. I'm probably going to end up having to smelt more iron. I don't know for sure just yet. But there is 2 10 gears. And then we just need the 2 copper plates. And then we just need the, yeah, just the bricks at this point. So let's grab that. Let's grab that. There we go. There's the basic alloy smelter. Quest completed. And we get 8 copper from that. Okay. And now we can actually start setting this stuff up. So let's go ahead. We'll just put the alloy smelter in right here. This is going to require a little bit of power. That's fine. That's what we got the coal generator for. Drop that down. Let's get ourselves just a little bit of coal here. Get that going. That's going to start producing some power for us. You can see this filling up rather quickly, actually. I don't know if this thing's going to be intelligent with how it runs. We'll find out. But we're going to need to do 10. Oh, we got 8 bronze from that quest. I thought it was copper. Okay, in that case, I think we can just straight up make the crusher without having to make our bronze. So it was the mechanical components, aluminum, a bucket of lava. To get a normal bucket, that's 3 iron plates. Yeah, I need to get more iron going. Oh, but we do need the mechanical components also. Let me just go ahead and do this 16. It's not going to hurt if we don't double this. And then let me go get a bucket of lava. And I want to make a silent gear weapon here soon. I love silenced weapons so much. This is one of those packs where you get started and it's just like there's so many things you want to do. So, okay, it does not burn if it doesn't have any space. But of course, with solid fluids, it burns the whole thing, you know. So they are still rather wasteful. But at least it doesn't keep burning if power's not needed whatsoever. So that is a plus. Alright, so the basic crusher, 2 aluminum, which we've got that on hand. That's not a big deal. It's really just the iron mechanical components. I'm going to need 9 iron plates. And then now we should be good to go. There's our basic crusher. Okay, quest completed. And from that quest, we are going to get a couple tacos. Alright. And then, oh, solar panels. Oh, how nice that would be. But I think for that, don't we need the tree of wood? Yeah, we need treated wood for that. So at this point, it would be a good time to dive into Immersive Engineering. So let's go ahead now. Let's set up just some really basic, rough automation for this. And we might get a little bit of XNet going. We'll see. We'll go ahead and just grab some copper. Toss that in. Get that crushing up for us. And let me get a bit of coal thrown into this because we're going to be using it here. It might even be worth making another crusher so that we aren't capping out energy, because it looks like we are going to be doing it this way. But alright, and this stuff can just be straight out smelted. Okay, so right now let's pull up, what do we need to make like a hopper? Something really, really basic. Ooh. It's a lot of iron for that. Okay, and this quest over here, let's see, basic item pipes, yeah. From refined pipes. Extractor attachment. That's really what we're going to need, is just an extractor attach. No, we're going to go with hoppers, in fact. We're going to be going with hoppers for this. Going to get some gold going so we can upgrade this furnace also. And then once we get some iron built up, we'll tear up this furnace and hopefully go for, I think probably go for gold furnaces at the moment, and then upgrade from there, I think. Oh, but there is wooden hoppers, which actually would be okay for us at the moment. So let's just get 4 wooden hoppers. Okay, so we'll just put our chest in right here and a wooden hopper feeding down. And so now if we were to take, like, here's 2 iron ore. We toss that in, it gets sent down. Perfect. And then, oh yeah, I destroyed the floor here. It's okay. What we'll do is we'll put a chest in right there. And we'll place it right there. So it can grab all the dust and stuff that we're creating and filter those out for us. And then let me go ahead. For right now, I'm going to move this alloy smelter out. It can sit right there. And I'm going to go ahead and just put in a chest, because I am going to make another crusher to speed this process up a little bit, because otherwise it is going to be a little bit on the slow side. And that way we can use more of the energy that's being created as well. So let me go ahead and make up another crusher. And that crusher, they do have a chance to triple output. Or doubling, possibly tripling. And then if we get some solar panels to where we don't need the coal generator, that would actually be so nice. Because we could just have this stuff running almost non-stop and not have to waste coal to run it in that case. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get our 9 iron plates that we're going to need. And then they're pretty cheap to craft at this point, really. There's that. Oh yeah, and then we're going to need this. Honestly, that's the worst part of it at this point. Okay, that one's ran through all that iron. So I'm going to go ahead and get some other stuff being crushed up. Like, let's do some gold, followed by some iron, I guess. And then we'll toss in some copper and some iron. And then there is our other basic crusher. Set that up. Set up our crusher. Set up our hopper. And there we go. That way we can run 2 crushers at once. So now, I guess we'll probably take, I think pretty much all of this will be able to be crushed. So now we'll have plenty of materials coming in at this point. Now it's time for us to switch gears, turn our attention over, and we need to look at getting a coke oven. Okay, so this is going to require gray concrete powder, Constantan. Constantan, we're going to be able to make this in the alloy smelter using nickel and copper. I have some nickel. It's queued up. Let me go ahead and move it up. I don't have a lot of it, but I do have probably enough for our needs today. Silence mechanisms is legit. A lot of these recipes are just like base silence mechanisms, it seems like. I think that's why it seems like pretty crazy, is because Silence Mechanisms is like, here you go, this is how it's done. This is how, like, tech mods are done. And actually, probably looking in the quest book at this. Okay, yeah, it sends us straight over for the coke oven first thing. Right there. So that's what we want to go for. Alright, now the gray dye. This isn't too bad, but I'm not sure if we have the gray. Yeah, we have mystical gray flowers. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and get a mortar and pestle. And let me get like 2 of these. And we're just going to turn these into gray dye. Actually, let me get 1 more because I'm going to need 5 crafts of this. Okay, and then we'll just grab that. And I've got to go out and get a little bit of sand real quick. Let's see. I grabbed my boat, but I think if we just go... Yeah, let's go out a little ways from the base. Because if we do end up calling this place home, I don't want a huge chunk of sand missing. Even from the ocean bottom. Alright, so this island right here should be good. So we'll just go ahead and vein mine up a bunch of sand. That'll keep us good on sand for a bit. We'll have to get us a slime sling before too long, but to be perfectly honest, I am going to miss the longsword. Because I do prefer the longsword a lot. But let's go ahead. There is 40 gray concrete powder. That's one thing out of the way. Now sandstone, that's easy enough. We're going to need 9 of that. Clay, we're going to need 18 of. And then it's just the Constantan and the redstone wire connectors, which do require electrum. Awesome. And a bit of terracotta also. They do craft 4 at a time, so let me just get that clay going real quick. We're now good again on iron. And then let me get some gold, and let me get the nickel. Let me get the copper. It's 1 to 1, so I just need like that. And then where's my silver? Right here. Let's move this to the front of the line. Okay, now at this point, let's go ahead. Let's grab our iron furnace up. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a gold furnace. So there we go. And we'll drop that back in and get back to smelting some stuff. That's going to speed it up just a little bit more, which will help us out. And then I'm also going to go ahead and upgrade this furnace to an iron furnace. Okay, our metals are done, so let's go ahead and toss in silver and gold. We're going to get that running, and that's going to make us our electrum. So that we can make the redstone wire connectors. Really, 1 craft of this is enough. But we're going to go ahead and just craft up, you know, go ahead and get a little bit extra electrum at the moment. Bismuth. It's like all osmium. Good gracious. Okay, we just finished osmium, so now we're starting on lead. Got a lot of osmium, though. And it looks like we're actually draining out the power on this at the moment. But if we were to stop this for just a minute, this will start getting power, and it can run through this. We can really only run like 2 machines with a coal generator, but that's also plenty for us at the moment, I think. Let's go ahead, break this down into some nuggets. Get some redstone. Let's go ahead and get our redstone wire connectors. So there's 12 of those. And we'll have plenty of Constantan. So there's our first 6. I may have to make another engineer's hammer. It's fine, but I may have to. And there's the rest of our Constantan plates. Okay, and I'm going to dump the rest of that into there, and we should be able to get our coke bricks at this point. So there we go, 27 of those. We are going to get some coal coke, looks like. So now we can get our coke oven set up. So we're just going to put this right in here. It's fine. Because right now our base is a mess anyways. Our little cave is a mess, I should say. And then we'll go ahead and smack that. There we go. And let's go ahead and start running like a stack of coal. We're really more after the creosote than anything at this point. Okay, but at this point, I got to looking, the solar panels, they are going to require steel. right here. So we're going to have to get a blast furnace. To do that, we're going to have to go to the nether and do a bunch of other stuff. We are probably going to wrap this episode up here. I'm going to spend a bit of time between episodes just kind of running some metals. I'm going to go ahead and smelt a lot of those down so that we have the ingots. Come next episode, we are going to be starting into a bit of Britannia because we do need to get living rock so we can make Portuguese pavement pretty soon. We'll also be working on getting our blast brick because next episode, I think my major goals are going to be upgrading our pocket storage to the tier 2, which is going to require that we get the pistons. Not a big deal, but just a little bit of Britannia and a little bit of Immersive Engineering to do that. And I'd also like to get solar panels started. So I'm going to do just a little bit of prep and such between episodes, and I might even start looking at setting us up a workshop, like a proper workshop outside, so we can maybe start getting at least some of this stuff out of the cave. Nothing too fancy, but definitely something. Because if we have time next episode, I'd like to go ahead and start actually doing some pretty big automation, or start working towards some bigger automation for our ore processing system for now. Of course, long term, we're going to get mechanism, but for now, our ore doubling / sometimes tripling isn't a bad system, to be perfectly honest. Plus, it doesn't take a whole lot of power, it doesn't seem like, to run it. So, but I hope you guys join me for that. If you guys enjoyed the episode, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.